What's up, my wizards? It's Dev from Mtg. We like it magic, and you know what? Today I got something a little spicy for you for Dank, Jank, which is like, I guess, the entire point of the series, right? It's to do spicy stuff. But I had so many like different weird brews that I've got made up right now that for the first time ever, I actually took it to Patreon to see what they wanted to see for Dank, Jank, because I just couldn't decide, and they decided they wanted to see a little budget action because like there's just not that much budget action on YouTube anymore. It's all about like, what are the best decks in the format? But you know, there's still a bunch of people who don't have all the wild cards, right? So what are some of the better decks that you don't have to spend much money on, be it in wild cards or in real world dollars? So they settled on budget blue-black Mutate, and this has been a really fun one, but I haven't actually played it in ranked yet. I've only played this deck in unranked, where it has picked up a lot more games than I thought it would. I still don't really take this deck very seriously, but it has impressed me in a number of ways. First of all, Kaya's Ghost Form. It looks like super, super weird, but it's actually one of the best cards in the deck. In case you didn't know this, and I didn't know it until somebody did it against me, but if you put a Kaya's Ghost Form on a mutated creature that has like any number of creatures mutated onto it, then if they kill the mutated creature, all the creatures come back to the battlefield. So sometimes if they try to like spot remove it or hit you with the sweeper or something, you just like get 4 creatures back instead of just having the one, which is often better in a lot of cases. So Kaya's Ghost Form is kind of an all-star in this deck, but I can only find room for 3 because obviously we have to play a lot of not only mutate creatures, but creatures to mutate onto. So in the latter case, we've got things like Vampire of the Dire Moon. We want to keep it budget, then V of the DMs. It's actually like one of the better creatures we can play. It's like 65 cents right now on paper. That's still relatively budget for something that like it's going to give everything we mutated onto it Death Touch and Lifelink, which is, especially in the case of Lifelink, especially incredible. It allows us to like win races that we otherwise wouldn't. So I really like Mr. DMs, but Zagoth Mamba obviously really good against creature decks. It kind of feels like the Hateful Eidolon of this deck, rather than just like playing Deadweights and Myers Grasps and stuff like that. We're just mutating onto Zagoth Mamba and killing stuff. So it feels very reminiscent of a one-drop like Hateful Eidolon. But honestly, I haven't gotten that much action out of Mamba in that many games. You know, very often, if you draw this later on in the game, when you're, you know, down to top decking or whatever, it's just a 1-mana 1/1 that doesn't really get a chance to do much. Like even if you mutate onto it, or onto something onto it, I mean to say, then it's usually either not going to kill a creature, or if it does, it's not going to kill an impactful creature on the board. Or, very often, you'll want to mutate onto the creature that already has a stack of mutated creatures on it, right? So that you can get all those sweet, like, when this creature mutates bonuses. So sometimes Mamba's just not very good in the mid and late game, but if you get him early and you're playing against creature deck, he's a very good card, but sometimes those things don't line up. But there's also Polywog Symbiote or Baby Godzilla, I guess. I have the style for it, so why not play it? This also, like, fairly impressive, but you really don't usually want more than the one copy of it. It seems like you would, but, you know, if you're looking to get specific cards, and you very often are on certain turns with this deck, then Baby Godzilla could be great if you can mutate something, but you often, you know, you have to discard a couple of cards. That said, you know, looting is good. You get to draw first and then discard, so that kind of card selection is good, but very often the deck is down to top decking by, like, turn 6, so you know, very often having to draw and then discard isn't that big of a deal, but being able to kind of like recycle your draw for the turn, if you're able to, you know, mutate onto something but you have a land in your hand, Baby Godzilla can be very good, but very often the most action you're going to get out of this is in the very early turns, and extra copies of it won't be very good after that. But still, very important for getting the stuff that you need. Heartless Act and Tyrant Scorn just in there to have a little bit of removal. That's self-evident. Sea Dasher Octopus, the most expensive card in the deck. I think it's like $4 right now, but I imagine it's going to actually trend downwards from there, even though it's still a really, really good card, especially in a deck like this, where very often you're just looking to get mutate bonuses, so it doesn't matter, but it's still a flash creature. Even if you're not mutating it onto something, and that can be relevant. Sometimes you just play it at the end of your opponent's turn. They don't have any creatures, and then you're almost guaranteed to get a draw out of it, and that's good too. But what it's really mostly good for is, you know, proccing these whenever this creature mutates creatures, which is actually all that's left in the deck. You know, we got 3 copies of Dirge Bat in here. A little bit too expensive to play a 4 of, and I'm honestly a little squeamish about playing a 3 of, but when it's good, it's really good, and multiple copies are sweet too, because if you mutate one onto something else, and then next turn mutate a second copy of Dirge Bat onto that same creature, then you get to blow up 2 things. So it's a ridiculous card. It really is. And if you Dirge Bat, you know, onto something and blow up a creature, and then like next turn you just Sea Dash your Octopus, mutated onto the creature, you know, that you mutated Dirgebat onto. You get to blow something else up. It's a really sick card once it's actually in play. And sometimes you'll play it at the end of your opponent's turn for 4 mana. And then when you untap and go, that's when you mutate a lower cost creature onto it and kill something. So there's a couple of interesting plays with Dirgebat. And sometimes it can just like ambush something and kill it on blocks. So that's good. And then Insatiable Hemophage is actually like the best creature in the deck. Like, you think it'd be Dirgebat or something, but no, Hemophage is just insane. There's a lot of times where you're going to be able to do, say, 9 damage just swinging through with a flyer or something like that, or you get a relatively decent mutated creature. You do all this chip damage, but you got to finish the game, and Hemophage is a great way to close. It's a fair amount of reach in the late game. The first time you mutate it, you're hopefully mutating it onto a creature that's already mutated a couple of times, and then it'll do extra damage. But then when you mutate from there, it does even more. You mutate another Insatiable Hemophage. That's actually how this deck wins a lot of its games, is getting 2 Hemophages mutated onto the same creature, and then mutating again, and you're stealing like 8 damage. It's absolutely ridiculous. So very often this is going to be our actual win condition, but sometimes it's flying through with a Dirgebat or a Dreamtail Heron, and Dreamtail Heron is really good too. The existence of things like Polywog Symbiote actually make it much, much easier. Being able to get a Dirgebat or Heron a turn earlier is just insanely important. So that's another reason Symbiote's good. And sometimes goes well in multiples too. Making a Dirgebat cost like 4 to mutate is nice. Or just like 2 to naturally cast is good as well. But Dreamtail Heron is kind of some of the glue that puts the deck together. We need some sort of card advantage. And Heron is the best card advantage. But we also have Sea Dasher Octopus in the deck. Dirgebat is kind of card advantage. But we need to draw cards. And Dreamtail Heron is one of the best ways of doing that. Again, especially another example of if we get 2 Dreamtail Herons mutated onto the same creature, that can be unbelievable. And remember, again, with like Kaya's Ghost form, if they kill that creature, then we get like 2 Dreamtail Herons and a Vampire of the Dire Moon and an Insatiable Hemophage all on the battlefield at the same time. So the deck has actually like been okay. Like, I expected it to be as dismal, as terrible, but it's actually won a bunch of games that like it has no business winning. So even with this like busted mana base, you could play Watery Graves and Temple of Deceits and stuff if you wanted to. Fabled Passage, all that mess. But I wanted to keep the deck as budget as possible and try to run like a pretty anemic mana base of mostly basic lands. I'm playing Evolving Wilds just in case we need that second black source. That first black source. That second blue source for whatever reason. Sea Dasher's natural casting cost or something. But all in all, the mana base has been okay, but it will be much more workable with Watery Graves. You want to throw those in, you can, but right now I think the deck is like $25 in paper, something like that. Against Sea Dasher Octopus, the most expensive thing, but will likely trend downwards in the next week or so, I imagine. But most of the most important cards in the deck are like 10, 20 cents. So it's really not an expensive deck to buy, and it's like super fun to play. So let me try and demonstrate that. This is the moment of truth right here, because this is actually the first time I'm playing Arena on my desktop this season. I just updated it. Just tried to play it, and lately Arena has been like, since the updates, Arena has been melting my decent laptop, my relatively high performance laptop. With all these new like animations, I like the animations, but it seems like every freaking card in Ikoria has an animation that goes along with it, and my laptop starts going like it's gonna take off or something. So we'll see what it does to my definitely crappier desktop. But let's go ahead and get some games in. All right, we're in for one. About to make Fortnite Burger famous here, and this hand could be so much worse. This isn't bad at all. And we go first. Take it. I don't care that it's a 2-lander. We got Baby Godzilla to make that a little better. So let's give her a shot, everybody. Oh, they're gonna give us a hello. That's nice. Let's give Fortnite Burger a hello. Oh, they're gonna lead on Temple of Enlightenment. Oh boy, it's a bad sign, folks. Some sort of blue-eye control, or like Jeskai Fires or Jeskai Control. We got another one of these Baby Godzillas. Let's hope that multiples are okay. They have to be. Alright, it is Jeskai. Maybe it's, no, it's not Cycling. Beloved Princess. Okay. Neat. Oh, is it Winota? No, it probably isn't Winota. What are you? What are you? We did get the 3rd land, so that's probably good. I could go ahead and mutate Insatiable Hemophage, which I think is what I'm going to do. Get rid of one of these Baby Godzillas and save this Heartless Act for something a little more threatening. Let's do it. mutate it. Let's discard a card. I kind of want that island. So yeah, let's get rid of a baby. A baby. Get ourselves a little 3/3 Death Toucher. Come on in. Hey, bud. You're really trying to knock this camera over. Hey, bud, I got you. I got you. Why don't you just sit right here? You gotta get that leg down. Just hang out. Okay, it's a fairy. You gotta expect that kind of thing. People are playing with good cards. Even in unranked. It happens. It's fine. Alright, getting in with Beloved Princess. Get their little lifelink damage. Cool, cool. Alright, we got 4 lands, so boop, and then I guess we could just mutate the Insatiable Hemophage onto Polywog Symbiote again. Hey, got returned to my hand and it's no longer a Baby Godzilla. I want a Baby Godzilla. I want to put Baby Godzilla. Let's do that. Then let's mutate this Insatiable Hemophage onto the Godzilla again. Do we want that land? I think we do, so we can mutate this Dirge Bat a little more easily. I kind of want to get rid of the Tyrant Scorn. I think it's probably worse than the Heartless Act. It's like I could get rid of the land, and then I'm still like pretty likely to draw land. But I don't know about how many creatures this deck actually plays. They are playing Beloved Princess and Teferi, which is like a little bit confusing. Slightly. Beloved Princess .deck. Cool. Huh. Alright, get through. Nice. Alright, we got another Hemophage, which is what I like calling it now, that I've said that once. I guess I'm gonna Heartless Act this is Beloved Princess so we can kill the Teferi. Let's see if they have some sort of counter magic. No? Okay, cool. I'd rather go ahead and try to get through than like try to put the Insatiable Hemophage on the Hemophage and get like Brazen Borrowed or something out of nowhere. I'd like to know that that's going to happen before it actually does. Alright, we killed the Teferi, so sweet. And now, I'm in a Hemophage. And buddy, you're just all on... you're just all on all of my chords. I love you. We'll discard the island. I think we no longer need lands. It doesn't really matter where we put it. Cool, cool. Take some damage. Got a 14 from 18. It's not bad. Raise the alarm. It is Winota. You are a Winota deck. Masquerading. There it is. Cool. Yeah, you get a couple of things. I wonder if they're just going to steal our Hemophage. They do. Good game. Good game, opponent. You're such a good player. All you had to do was play with Winota. It's a good magic card. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good magic card. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, what did you... Well, I guess it wouldn't really matter, would it? I'll put the Hemophage on the Symbiote. And then maybe, just maybe, we can block this Winota next turn. And they won't hit Agent of Treachery. That's like our only actual plan. Is to have them not hit Agent this turn. Elspeth Conquer's Death will kill our Hemophage. That will definitely happen. They're getting in, and we're just going to good game them because we're dead. We're very much dead. Hey, okay, so sometimes budget decks don't win against like the actual literal best decks in the format. Just take that as a lesson. Although, if we'd had like the mana to mutate Dirgebat open when they played their Winota, that may have been a different game. Also, if we'd have held on to Heartless Act, that was another thing. If we hadn't wasted Heartless Act on the Beloved Princess token, we would have had it open for the Winota, and that would have been a whole different story too. So, I think we probably had a line to win that game. I just got greedy and killed the token so I could get in on the Teferi, which I probably didn't even really need to do that turn. So, just remember that. But we got 2 Heartless Acts, so we are ready for any Winotas this game. It's going to be a while before we can mutate onto this Zagoth Mamba, but I'll still keep this decent 3-lander. It's not terrible. Dread Malkin, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I'll just lead on, well, will I? I guess if we draw a Sea Dasher next turn, we can mutate it onto a Zagoth Mamba and kill this Dread Malkin, so that's at least a line I want to be prepared to take. So let's do it. Let's try it. Although we are giving our opponent a little bit of information about what we're doing by playing this Zagoth Mamba turn 1. Alright, black-red. I wonder... They're not playing Luris, at least as their companion. It might be in the main deck somewhere. But I think black-red might be... Depending on the version, I think black-red might be like the actual best deck in the format. So, can't mutate anything this turn. And I'm not really that scared of anything they might play next turn either. So I'm going to go ahead and Evolving Wilds. And then Ghost Form this Kobe. this Black Mamba right here. This Beatrix Kiddo, whose codename was Black Mamba. And then, I guess I'll say go. Wonder if they'll Mayhem Devil this turn. What you got, bud? What you got, bubby? Oh, you're getting excited, Ziggy. You see something I don't? Oh, Stormfist Crusader. Okay. Good candidate for a next turn Heartless Act. Probably. I mean, I guess this game we have one to waste, so it's not a big deal. But hopefully we can mutate. That would be super cool. I guess we'll get a blue source with this Evo Wilds. Come on, get it together, Arena. There it is. There it is. Alright, so a Vampire of the Dire Moon, so that's not terrible at all. We can always Vampire and then keep the mana up for Heartless Act. I kind of want to draw the card first. I'll take a damage to draw a card. No text. In the turn. Cool. Let's see if they do anything before they attack. Even if they attack. Oh, is this Menace? Are we playing against Menace? I don't know why that took me so long. This is definitely a Menace deck. I mean, it's not definitely a Menace deck, but come on, right? I'll trade you a Heartless Act for a Heartless Act, my dude. Totally fine. Actually, technically did better in that exchange. Got more mana value than they did, so woo. But, oh no, Ho's got something brewing here. You still got 2 mana. Play like a Dreadhorde Butcher or something. But that wouldn't be the best play, probably. They are thinking, though. They're doing an awful lot of thinking. We get this Dreamtail Heron next turn, and we can kill their Dread Malkin. That might actually be dope. Might actually work out for us. Well, I guess we'll play the island. Let's even up the land count here. And then Heron. Let's go. Let's do it. Put it over. Oh, it worked. Alright. I was thinking maybe they had some sort of removal at instant speed. Cool, cool. Get through. Alright, so like we're doing okay right now. It's exactly the start I wanted, but I have no idea what they're doing in their deck other than playing Menace creatures. Does the Menace deck have something like just absolutely insane in the late game? I'm not sure. Grim Dancer. Gonna give it to Death Touch and Lifelink? Or Menace, probably. Something else. Probably, yeah, Lifelink and Menace, cool. So we actually have to kill it. And it's got counters on it. We can just take those 2 counters off of it, which is pretty dope. But I'd like to actually kill it, right? That would be nice. Let's just play a Swamp. Get in. Mutate. Sea Dasher Octopus. Make sure to put it under. Because I've made that mistake before. Sweet. Alright, that's pretty dope, actually. And then get through and draw the card. Look at that card advantage engine. So sick. I'll save it. There's no reason to cast that right this moment. Because what if they play something nasty for 6 mana? What does the Menace deck have for 6 mana? They still have 3 cards in their hand, which is a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards for this stage in the game. Sonorous Howlbonder. Excuse me, rather. Alright, so can we race them from this position? Probably. We're going to get a bunch of card advantage. Like, so much card advantage. Well, I can't do that. I always make that mistake. I just want to take the counters off of it. But take them counters off of you, Grim Dancer. Both of them. I don't want you to have no abilities, dog. Just swing for 3. Labyrinth Raptor? What exactly? Because, like, I've played the Menace deck, but I always forget exactly. Okay, creatures controlled. The Anthem effect is dangerous. Hey, what would be super cool is if we could draw something other than lands. That would be Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and get in. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Insatiable Hemophage. You know, I don't love it. Let's put it under. I guess the Labyrinth Raptor is what will kill. Put them at 6. Hey, we got a Mamba. We can at least, like, play that as a blocker. Well, no, it doesn't block anything. Well, it does block, yeah. It blocks the Grim Dancer because it doesn't have Menace, Ziggy. That's right. That's right, bud. I guess we'll play the Swamp to at least bluff a Heartless Act, even though I don't think that'll matter. And then I think we might just have it sewed up, yeah. Looks that way. Massacre Girl! Yuck. Well, actually, Massacre Girl is dope. It's great, right? We're going to get a bunch of creatures back. So, whatevs, dog. Oh, man, come on, stop. Stop. Cut it out. God, jeez, Massacre Girl. You really had to go all the way off, didn't you? Jesus, Creases. Well, let's play Dreamtail Heron. Yeah. That's so nasty. So nasty. Wow. Man, it went off. It went off so many times. It went off so many times, everybody. Well, they're at 6. Boo. I thought it might be, like, done after all my creatures came back. What the freak are you? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's the Menace guy. The uncommon Menace guy that's not one of the Bonders. Each keyword ability gets one of these people, too, so... Alright, so pass, you're going to swing in. I'm going to go to 12. Yep, okay. So they don't have any cards in their hand at all. So let's go ahead and mutate the Sea Dasher. For God's sake, put it under. Oh, we got a land. Insatiable Hemophage. Okay, sweet. Sweet. So sweet. Alright. So let's go ahead and do it. Put it under. Draw a card, deal our damage. Baby Godzilla, which is something, I guess. Probably shouldn't have played that because I'm going to get through and draw a card. And it would have probably been nice to have that mana, right? Yep. Well, actually, it doesn't matter either way. I think we've got the game sewed up because we can just Insatiable Hemophage on this Dreamtail Heron. Get it done, son! Alright, I guess we'll discard an island. Who cares, right? Let's just steal the damage. Get to that part. Kaboom, son. Alright, so we picked one up against the Menace deck. So I guess pound for pound, keyword ability plus against keyword ability, we've sewed that one up. showed which one is superior. Depending on what cards are drawn in any given game, I guess. But since I just didn't, it's like when our opponent just doesn't have removal, it's a problem. They got that Massacre Girl and just blew everything up, even though we had Kai's Ghost form, and we're still able to rebuild like fairly quickly, just to show you what this deck does. But we're up against Gump. He's Gump up in this match. Let's see. Opponent goes first, but like our hand is fine actually. Again, we don't have much mutate action until a little bit later, but whatever. Maybe first turn we'll Vampire, second turn we'll Mamba, Kai's Ghost form. But then we have a decision to make. What do we Ghost form? Alright, opponent on black red again. Here comes the Knight of the Ebon Legion, a card that we have trouble beating. But that's alright. We got a Vampire of the Dire Moon, which is a decent foil for Kel Mitchell, Knight of the Ebon Legion. Mountain for Gump on turn 2 into Shadow Spear. Nice. I had someone completely wreck me with Shadow Spear last. Uh-oh, it's happening. Watch out, everybody. Ooh, that's so bad. Oh, we're gonna die. We are gonna die. It's gonna be so bad. Ooh, gotta get a Heartless Act. Gotta get a Heartless Act. Let's go ahead and suit up this Black Mamba with a Kai's Ghost form. So much trouble. Shadow Sphere is just not to be trifled with. Such a good card. Crusher, our Mamba. That's cool. It comes back. Whatever. And now they can't. They can't Pump Knight or equip Shadow Spear. which is actually super dangerous for them to have done that. Please get a mutate creature. Okay, so we did. Cool. So now all we have to do is go island. Sea Dasher. Well, I guess let's do it the cool way, right? Let's get in on attacks. And then Sea Dasher. The Zagoth Mom. Please don't have another shock in your hand. That would be terrible. Put it over. Mutates. Kill the Kel Mitchell. Draw our card. That is how you do it, son. Alright, we got an Insatiable Hemophage. And we can suit up this with Akai's Ghost Form. That's how you efficiently use your mana, kid. So, alright. That's not terrible, but, I mean, we're still going to face down at some point this Bone Crusher. Oh my god. Rowdy Regisar. Oh, with a Shadow Sphere on it. That's... That's going to hurt. No. No, Papa. I don't like it. So, I guess I'll just... Put it over. Mutate the Streamtail Heron. I guess I'll get in. Why not? That's good. A Vampire of the Dark Moon is good. We're going to take some trample damage. But that's okay. That's probably okay. Alright. So they have a Crocs in their yard. 4 mana, but they only have the 1 Black Swords. I'm pretty sure they don't have many cards in the yard anyway. Yeah. Alright, so let's take 8. And next turn we'll take like 7. It's going to be horrible. But whatevs, right? You got to do what you got to do. It's Vampire. I'm going to get through with this Heron. Shouldn't have played the Vampire yet, just in case we draw like a Heartless Act or something. Although, I mean, still would play the Vampire even if we draw a Heartless Act, so whatever. Sea Dasher Octopus. Man, I wish that like 2 Zagoth Mamba triggers were enough. They're not. They're not. Let's tell the opponent we're thinking. Yes, we are. That's how it is. It's the truth. I will play a Zagoth Mamba. Then I'm going to mutate an Insatiable Hemophage here. I'm going to do that. Put it under. Gain some life. Draw a card. Oh, I think that's right. Man, lands. Swamps, in particular, I guess. Really likes them swamps. Please don't kill this Vampire of the Dark Moon. Please don't do it. I'm counting on you, opponent. I trust you not to kill this Vampire. We still have to worry about Bone Crusher. And Croxa, for that matter, eventually. Go to 6. 7, really. We'll get another Mutate next turn on the Streamtail Heron. Oh, you think we can bait them? You think we can bait them? Oh, it won't matter. They'll put the Shadow Spear on the Bone Crusher. I was going to say, maybe we can bait them into blocking Zagoth Mamba, and then... Oh, we got a Heartless Act, so it doesn't matter. We got the Heartless Act I've been screaming about all game. So that's probably good. I'll go ahead and blow you up. Resolve. How many cards does that put in your yard? Enough, probably. Yeah, you got enough. That hurts. That hurts. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Put it under. We're up to 9. We still have the mana to play this Vampire. That's pretty good. I guess we'll get through for as much as we can. Put opponent at 15. Draw an island. 2 islands, hey! I was just fussing about that. But we still have 3 lands in our hand. So many lands, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've seen 21 cards. That's not bad, actually. I guess that's not terrible. So they're going to probably escape Croxa. They'd be a fool not to. If they have the ability to, and I'm sure they do. Yeah, here comes Croxa. And they can put the Shadow Spear on it. That's all good. Discard that. I'd really like to draw a mutatable creature this turn. That'd be great. Ugh, land. Why are you like this? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Activate the ability to thin our deck before we draw. Because I'm going to do it. I'm going to get in with this Heron. Now, if I don't get in with the Heron, right, then I can block the Croxa and absorb 4 of the damage. So we'll still take 3, and we'll still take 3. Okay, so we'll take 3 when, well, yeah, we'll take 3 when it attacks, so we'll discard a land. And then we'll take 3 from trample damage. So we'll be dead regardless, is how I look at that. So I might as well fish. I might as well fish. A Tyrant's Scorn and a Vampire. So, yay. Story target creature would convert a mana cost 3 or less. Yay, Tyrant's Scorn. Really coming through in a pinch. And then we'll Vampire again. And I think we might got him. I think it's possible. Don't quote me, but let's see what they drew. They give it up. We beat black-red 2 times in a row. Weird black-red lists, yeah, but I actually really like this black-red list. The Shadow Sphere, I'm a fan. I am. But that's, man, 2 in a row. I guess we're 2-1. The first game we lost to one of the best decks in the format, so whatever. I'm not that worried about it, but I'm going to get at least 1 more in. In case you can't tell, the deck kind of works. A little bit, you know. In that game, the opponent had, like, some degree of interaction, so I guess it could have been much worse, but let's try and even it up to 2-2 here against Curator. We have 3 insatiable hemophages. The mana to cast them and a good creature to mutate them onto. So let's see if opponent can mess with that game plan. Let's see. 3. I have to take this. I mean, it's not. I won't go so far as to say that's a dream hand, but like it's close. Really hope the opponent can't remove this Vampire. Okay, green-blue. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Although maybe they'll just like get to Agent of Treachery and steal all of our stack of things. But I'll take it. We probably won't have any action next turn, but I'll take it. I wonder if you're Flash. I would actually hate it if you were Flash. That'd be terrible. No attacks. I want to protect this creature from like a Brineborn Cutthroat or Wildborn Preserver or something. All right, Tomebound Lich. Okay, some sort of reanimation deck. They throw an Enraze Forerunners in the yard. That's pretty bad if they get like a Blood for Bones or something. That is in fact bad. So let's Insatiable Hemophage. Over. Deal 1 damage. And then no attacks. Cool. You know, I've been wondering if Blood for Bones is a good card again. There's so many decks in the format that like don't do anything for the first 3 turns, and then they just go off on turn 4, and that's basically what Blood for Bones always was, but it doesn't win the game all at one time. Not usually. Must have kept a card on top there to draw. There's only 1 card went in the graveyard from Discovery. Yeah, I guess you can drop something in the bin, that's fine. What you got? Just a land. We draw another Insatiable. Oh my god. Oh my god. They gotta have removal in their deck, right? They're playing black cards. They gotta. They haven't dropped an Agent of Treachery in there yet. Haven't done that. Have yet to do that. I'm going for it. We're gonna go Turbo Hemophage this game. Put it over. 16. We still have the mana to play a Vampire, so I'll do that. Put him at 13. We're up to 27, so like even an Enraze Forerunners doesn't like just destroy us outright. But a removal spell does, so let's hope they don't have that. I will actually... Ooh. I'll block. I will. I'll do it. I don't want them to pitch an Agent of Treachery. I don't want to give them that ability now. Last turn it wasn't a big deal. This turn it's more of a deal. So I'd rather make them hard cast Agent if they have it. I'm almost sure that's what we're playing against. It's gotta be. Why would it not be? Excuse me. Little cough. Productive cough. Not a dry cough, so that's probably good. Alright, they do get to pitch. They do pitch an Agent, so that's bad. That's pretty bad. And if we put a Hemophage on, then we don't have the mana to play Baby Godzilla. But I guess Baby Godzilla doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Let's go for it. It's a fair amount of damage. We're at 5. We're at 37. Do I know attacks? Do I? Yeah. Even if they steal this, then next turn we can hopefully have the land of Baby Godzilla into Hemophage, which would be pretty sweet. They're going to concoct. Whoop, here it comes. Here comes Agent, ladies and gentlemen. What a creative deck. Oh, maybe they'll get the Kogla. No, because this has Death Touch. They'll just steal it. Cool. Cool. You want to win games? Just play Agent of Treachery. But I guess we're still at 36, so there are things we can do. Let's Zagoth Mamba. Man, I wish we could kill something with Zagoth Mamba this turn. But we can't. Mutate. Put it over. And it doesn't matter at all. I wish they had just one creature we could have killed with Mamba there to get a little bit of value, but nah. I still can't just naturally cast an Agent this turn. Let's see, they're looking for some lifelink here. I'll give it to them. I don't care anymore. At this point, they probably won the game, all things considered. Especially since, like, we're magically not getting lands this game after getting super flooded 2 games in a row. Growth Spiral. Follows the opponent. Yep, you gonna play land or not? This just tells me you have multiple lands in your hand. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Concoct. Alright. Do you have another Agent in there? It's a Kogla or something? Might be a Kogla. Oh. Here comes Kogla. It'll die. Whatever. I guess he just didn't want me to, or they didn't want me to mutate again. Sweet. Cool. If we had 2 blue sources, we would maybe be able to do both of these things. We would, actually. But deck just isn't cooperating this game. Not at all. Oh, I didn't mean to try to mutate it. I'm sorry. Well, let's throw it out there anyway. Can we come back? Is it possible? Blood for Bones. Oh, they'll just put the Agent in their hand, so... I want to see what we draw next turn, but this game's over. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's already in the yard. I always forget that about Blood for Bones. I think people have gotten on to me for that on stream, or like during, in the comment section of videos, for being like, Blood for Bones could just get Agent back after it sacks Agent. So, whoops. Alright. So we're going to lose this one. As I've predicted. We get another Dreamtail Heron, so we can just repeat what we did last turn. I don't love it. We are still at 29. I'm going to play this game. I'm going to do it. Hey, I made the same stupid mistake. Alright, so Heron comes down. Now they have a blocker for it. Is there anything we could draw? What could we draw? Dirge Bat might help. But not tremendously. It really wouldn't help that much. Blood for bones, and sacrifice the thing, Kogla back, and then you fight this. I'm just going to tell him good game. It's so good. Maybe Blood for Bones is real again, everybody. But I mean, keep in mind that obviously this is a game where Blood for Bones is playing against a budget blue-black Mutate deck. So, you know, grain of salt and all that. But I think I want to get one more in to see if we get thoroughly embarrassed or if we can go even. We'll see. We'll see about that. But either way, I've been having fun, and that's what matters, right? And I had to take the opportunity. That last game, we started with 3 insatiable hemophages, drew the 4th. Gotta try it, right? But Blood for Bones, man. Blood for Bones plus Agent of Treachery is still good. Everyone's like, hey, you know you get a turn 4 Blood or Agent of Treachery if you play Winota. It's like you could always get the last year you could play a turn 4 Agent of Treachery. That was always a thing you could do. So. Like, you know, with the Nota, you have to have some creatures out to swing and all that. Yeah, with Blood for Bones, you have to have some creatures out to sacrifice Blood for Bones to get the agent back in the first place. So, I don't know. It's just, you could always do that. Opponent goes first again. I don't love this hand. Really wish we had some colored mana sources other than just the swamps. I want some blues. I will actually take a mulligan here. Oh my god, really? Well, I might as well put back the swamp and just have a worse hand than we started with. That's what you get for mulliganing. Actually, like I'm a proponent of relatively aggressive mulligans. I think you should be able to mulligan once without it weighing too heavily on your conscience. So, opponent on Obosh and leads with Footlight Fiend. So, woof, I guess. It's my response to that. Little Mamba, and Footlight Fiend is actually interesting tech against Zagoth Mamba. Next turn, we have Heartless Act Up or Baby Godzilla. They get a Witch's Oven. Woof. Claim the first... Come on, really? Was it that important that you claim the Zagoth Mamba? I guess they don't want their creatures to die, but, you know, if you just leave the board as it is and I mutate something onto Zagoth Mamba, well, no, they might be able... Like, yeah, they wouldn't have been able to kill it because I would have been mutated. Well, no, they would have. They would have, but I would have still gotten the octopus. Really talking myself through this. Could always waste a Heartless Act on a Footlight Fiend. That's a good idea, right? Let's Baby Godzilla. Let's do that. Because that at least can block Footlight Fiend. Yeah, read it. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but I'm in unranked, so I'm not playing one of the best decks in the format. I know, it's ridiculous, but, you know, claim the first point. You start the hand with all your claim the first points? I can't really fuss because, like, we started the last game with all of our insatiable hemophages. It happens. But, whoa, that's nasty. Double claim the first point, double Witch's Oven. But they're down to 1 card in their hand. I guess that's good. I'm going to play the Vampire. Just going to do that. That's all I'm going to do for right now. Let's be patient, man. That's what's important here. Stay patient. See if they make the mistake of, like, sacking their Footlight Fiends to the Witch's Oven to kill the Vampire, and then we can flash in the Sea Dasher. It's a possibility. Okay, well, I can still flash in the Sea Dasher here. Which I guess I'll do. And then, what we're trying to do here is see if they, again, make the mistake. They don't. Okay. So good. Man, if we had Baby Godzilla, we could go ahead and mutate the Streamtail here. But alas. But alas. Alright, let's kill this Footlight Fiend. They'll get a food out of the deal, and they'll deal less of damage. But, that's fine. We'll go to 15. Let's get in. We'll go up to 17, hopefully. Hopefully the last card's on a shock or something. It's not. Alright. So we're up to 17. We draw. It's an island. Let's play it. Got Heartless Act up. We're sitting pretty. Looking good. Let's go. Sack of food. Go back to 21. We'll say go. Man, a lot of black-red today in Unranked. But none of them are like the black-red deck. Although, actually, I think this is the black-red deck that 5-0'd the MTGO standard preliminary. I'm pretty sure this is the exact deck that was the only deck to 5-0 that preliminary, so I guess this does count. down to the Whisper Squad. I'm still not sure Whisper Squad is correct in this deck. Oh, yeah. Let's try and mutate. Let's do it. I get an Obosh next turn, but we got something for that eventually. Land. All about some land, aren't you, bud? Gonna give us a nice. You're welcome. Thank you. I guess we'll get a black source. 2 blue is enough for anything. We'll get through. Draw a card. Get that lifelink. Sea Dasher. Well, if anything, maybe we can mutate Sea Dasher next turn, draw a card from mutating, and then draw a card twice from getting in. Which would be really good advantage here. And if they do play Obosh, we've got mana to Heartless Act it, but that won't be until it comes back around to our turn. So we will take 4 here, but so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, well, let's see what we draw during our attack step. We'll mutate the Sea Dasher. Let's go. Put it under. Let's go. Let's get it. Draw a bunch of cards. Kai's Ghost Form is dope. Okay, that's not bad. Because now we can Heartless Act, still have the mana to Ghost Form. We'll draw a couple more cards here from double Sea Dasher action. Heartless Act, cool. And an Evolving Wilds. So let's go ahead. Heartless Act the Obosh. They'll get a food. Whatever. As long as it's dead. They'll give us a nice for that. And then, especially while they're tapped out, let's Kai's Ghost Form on the Dreamtail. And Evolving Wilds. And so go. So this is where, sometimes I wish that I had some sort of sacrifice outlet in this deck. Something, right? Okay. Okay. Cauldron Familiar. It's not good. I don't like it. Getting in. Let's let him do that. Sure. But if I had a sacrifice outlet, I could always. Wonder if they'll hit us or the Dreamtail. But maybe they'll do it for us. They kill the Dreamtail here and for us. That would be fantastic. Yep, come on. Come on with it. Come on with it, bud. You got it. Do it. Wipe us out. We'll get a bunch of creatures. Come on. Yep. We got a Heartless Act for that Mayhem Devil. Come on, buddy. I don't love Cauldron Familiar plus Witch's Oven, though, but at least their ovens are tapped down. They got a buttload of food, though, so it doesn't matter. They can bring that cat back. But at least they can't sacrifice the Mayhem Devil to a Witch's Oven or something when we go to Heartless Act it. That's kind of good. We got our stuffs back, and they pause for a moment like, oh, got their stuffs back. So, that's good. Let's get an island. We got plenty of black sources. There's another, just in case we wanted another one. Is that screwed now? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands in 21 cards. Still can't say that's really getting screwed, though, can I? Well, let's kill this. Get in. I'm going to say nice. Give us the nice. Can I say thanks? Yay! I think I barely got it in. All we want to do is draw. We got a Zagoth Mamba. Let's throw that down. This is the black-red deck I'd like to beat, but I don't know if it's going to happen, to be honest. It could, though. It could. Get back Cauldron Familiar. Say nice. Stay there in a scoop. Okay. Cool. I guess we beat the black-red deck, everybody, because I guess they were just tired. I mean, I guess they feel like we had them. Did we? I don't think we really had them. Not that much. I mean, I don't think so. But I'll take it. I'll take it. So, did we draw a Dirge Bat in like any of those games? I think we had a Dirge Bat in our hand in the first game that we couldn't cast. So there's that. But still, not bad. Not bad. We went 3-3 and beat one actually very, very good deck. Although, again, I'm not sure why they scooped it up at all. Maybe they had stuff to do. Who knows? But still, I feel pretty good about that one. So, not actually terrible. Again, this deck's like $25, and it doesn't like tear through people, but we had a lot of fun with it. This Kaya's Ghost Form trick takes people off guard, man. Like, go back. That black-red opponent, after they killed our mutated Dreamtail Heron, they paused for like 5 seconds, like, oh. I didn't expect that. So I think that's actually ultimately why they scooped, is the Kaya's Ghost Form trick. So that's some really interesting stuff going on in this deck. So I liked it. I had fun with it when I played it off camera. I had fun with it here. You know, it's just like surprisingly okay, especially when the opponent doesn't have removal or sweepers or stuff. But even if the opponent has removal, you got Kaya's Ghost Form, son. So it's not that terrible. I'm telling you. At least like put the deck together, try it out, play a few games, because it really doesn't take that much. And I think you could go down 2 Dirge Bat. I think you want all 4 Sea Dasher Octopus, so it will cost you some rare wild cards and some money, but really not that much, all things considered, to play this deck. And it's just so fun. I'd probably go down a Dirge Bat, go up a 4th Kaya's Ghost Form. It's that good. But yeah, just let me know how you felt about the deck and how you would change things. I know some people probably want more mutate creatures, but I just don't know how many like actual decent mutate creatures there really are in this. I mean, you could probably fit in Pouncing Shore Shark or Cavern Whisperer. Both of those look pretty decent. Even Chittering Harvester. Like this would go okay with Polywalk Symbiote, making it only cost like 4 mana to mutate. I could see playing that. I could, but just give me your suggestions down there in the comments section. And I guess make sure to like the video. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't do these things, it would mean like a lot if you would just do them this once, right? If you don't usually like YouTube videos, help you do that. If you don't subscribe to YouTube channels, give it a shot this one time. I know that like, I think it's 70% of the people that watch the channel aren't subscribed to me, which is unbelievable. So it's just this once. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want to, check out the Patreon. Support content like this. $1 a month is all I ask, and you get to pick what decks we do, including Dank Jank now. I will come to you for Dank Jank every now and again. Dank Jank used to be like this is the one thing I don't ask the patrons about. I just like it's my freedom, right? Like I get to play whatever I want, like once a week. But this time, I had to take it to them, and I had more fun doing that. So I'm probably going to do that more often this season. $1 a month is all it takes. Get in there. But I guess I'm done for this one. I hope y'all liked Blue Black Mutate. This deck is actually not terrible at all. My only other suggestion is maybe putting in some like. This is going to sound weird because the deck taps out a lot. The deck usually taps out on its turn, but like I still want counter magic. I still want counter magic against like those huge spells that just like murder us in the very late game. I want counter magic. Perhaps a card like Keep Safe to do just that, right? To keep our mutate dudes safe. This thing right here. But that's the whole point of Kaya's Ghost Form, and it does it for cheaper than most other cards in the format. So, but I kind of feel some counter magic, but I'm a little bit weary about it because we tap out so much, right? But then again, I could see reworking this deck where you have Sea Dasher and Dirge Bat, plus a bunch of flash creatures and counter spells to kind of just make this like a sort of a flash mutate hybrid in a way. I could see that working out, but it worked pretty well with what we got. Honestly, if I say so myself, it's not bad. So hope you put it together. Hope you try it out. I had a lot of fun. You want to have some fun? Give the deck a shot. Deck list in the description. Go to TCG, play your order through that thing. Then you help me out. So yeah. Pretty sure I'm done with all the garbage that I have to say at the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around for it if you did that. That means a lot to me. But in any case, I'm done. Done for this one. So I will catch you cats later. Dead from the place. Thanks for watching, my wizards. Spread love. Be kind.